Okay, so let's look at this question and see whether you can understand the idea of higher purchase. Alice bought a diamond ring at 2005 on higher purchase. So this 2005 is actually the cash price. So when you see a number, make sure you can tell what is it. And then she's going to pay a 15% down payment. That means she pay up 15% and then she can take the diamond ring and go. And then the rest she's going to pay in 36 months. So of course the 36 months is has to be charged at a certain interest, which actually the question never say. But then you also need the understanding that 36 months means 3 years. And then in this case, then what is this? So how come the question says that she paid 2815.80 altogether? So this amount is what we call the higher purchase price. So this is the higher purchase price, and I'm supposed to find out the monthly installment. Okay, so let's go through the whole process first. Cash price. Okay, and then the down payment, which is 15%, which gets you 375. Okay, and then the 2815.8 is actually the higher purchase price. So remember, the higher purchase price is always more than the cash price because you got to pay interest for it. So 2815.8. If you look at this question, if the question do ask you how much interest does she pay over 3 years, you can do a subtraction. So if you subtract the difference between the cash price and the higher purchase price, that will be the extra money that she got to pay because she delayed the payment over 3 years. So from here, if the question do ask, I can actually calculate the amount of interest. That means how much does she end up paying extra. So you can just minus if you will need the interest, or the question actually asks for interest. Okay, but the question didn't ask you for the interest. This is just something extra. Okay, and then the question asks for the monthly installment. Okay, so if you want to, you can go back to the formula that we have. So there are two formulas for higher purchase price. It can be cash price plus interest, or it can be the down payment and the monthly installment. That means the number of months multiplied by the monthly installment. So there are two formulas that you can play with. So obviously in this case, since I'm interested to find out the amount of monthly interest, I should be using the second formula. That means if you think about it, 2815 is made up of the down payment and the 36 monthly installment. That means after she paid out 36 months plus 375, that will be 2815.8. So she ended up paying this amount for the diamond, which cost 2005 if she pay upfront. So I need to find how much is one monthly installment. So if you can see, you can just do a subtraction. You take away the down payment and then you divide by 6. That will actually be the monthly installment. That means every month she paid this amount. So if you punch calculator, you will get the 67.8. Okay, so that's how you answer the question. So let's sidetrack a little bit. So just now we mentioned that the interest is 315.8. But in this question, the yearly interest rate is not stated. So if they ask you for the interest rate, That means how many percent in a year. That means what is the like the previous question, right? They mentioned about 4.5% per annum. So what is the interest rate? So if the question asks you, find the interest rate per annum. That means each year, how many percent are you paying? Or rather, is this person paying? So if let's say the question do extend to that, I will need to find the loan. So I will need to find the loan. So how much is the loan? From the cash price, he paid out this amount. So the loan, which is P, will be the cash price minus 375, and you will get a loan which is 2125. Then we will use a simple interest formula. So remember, this is the simple interest formula. So the extra interest is this one. So I'm going to put in the extra interest. The principal is 2125. Rate is the one that I will need to find. And 36 months is actually equivalent to 3 years. So you plug into the formula. Do it like algebra equation. So what do I mean? You do it by algebra equation. So you can punch all this on your calculator. You punch all this on your calculator. 2125 times 3 divided by 100. So you get 63.75 R. So in order to get the R, you divide by 63.75 on both sides. You divide 63.75 on both sides. So you will get around 4.95%. So it's not a nice number, so we give to 3SF. So the question can be extended to ask you about the yearly interest rate, which is like a percentage. Okay, so but in this question, they ask for the monthly installment. I'm just extending out this question to show you what if you actually need to find the yearly interest rate. So there are some very difficult questions, and they kind of marry algebra inside as well. That's quite possible. Okay, so get the whole situation first. When you come to hire purchase, you got to know where is your cash price, what is the down payment, how much time is involved, how much interest is involved, and what is the loan that is involved.